Hey Double, where's the video? Where's the video? Give me video now! Hello and welcome back to the Bamzooki tag competition. I'm your host, Robotic Master. Let's have a quick look at the standings from the previous round, shall we? There still appears to be plenty to play for today. Let's crack on!
Round 6.
And now it's time for round 6. Snooze will take on Lombob in today's first contest, followed by One-Eyed Monster's redemption arc against the mighty Mr. Bugface, who's currently undefeated. Cherio and Everloot will then take each other on. Who will be the first to go off the arena? I'm sure that'll be interesting to see. Wiz will then take on Pope John Paul to see if either of those two Zooks can pick up a win. Triangelo will come up against Cyclone, who's been doing very well this contest. And rounding up, we're going to have Squiggle versus Flowerpot. Let's see who wins these contests, and let's see what will happen as we're approaching the halfway mark.
Stepping into the arena. Snooze versus Lombob.
3, 2, 1, go. And away we go. Snooze is... Whoa! Snooze! No! Whoa! Oh dear, that's a shame, because I thought that was going to be really close. He picked up the early point, went underneath Lombob, and then that happened. I don't know why. So now it looks like Snooze is doing... I'm going to call that the Snooze dance now. Meanwhile, back onto the game. Lombob is gathering tons of points here, completely unopposed. And when it's done, when it's in that position, it does it really, really well. Just look at it go. It doesn't have to do anything special. It's taking its time. It's making sure it gets every single point. And every single point it can, because it knows that points do mean prizes and can help it gain an advantage. But time is now up. What is the final score?
Your winner is Lombob.
Well, that contest ended pretty quickly. Lombob wins 20-1 over Snooze, and that does look pretty one-sided. That is partly because Snooze sent himself airborne fairly early on, landed on his back, and basically landed outside this planet for all I know. That being said though, Lombob picked up a pretty comfortable victory, making sure he scored plenty of points. Points do mean prizes, and that could be crucial for him in future rounds. Will that help him finish in a favourable position like so many predicted? Who knows?
Stepping into the arena. The One-Eyed Monster versus Mr. Bugface.
3, 2, 1, go! And away we go in a contest with the old Grandmaster against the contender to his throne. Mr. Bugface is the favourite to win this contest after his early round exploits, and Mr. One-Eyed Monster is furious. It's getting really close up, trying to push him off, and there we go again. But it looks like Mr. Bugface is seeming to have a slight advantage here. But oh god, Mr. One-Eyed Monster's trying to push him off. He's not happy with Mr. Bugface, and that's obvious. Oh, but Mr. Bugface is giving him the huge amount of disrespect and said, not today, my friend. Mr. Bugface will surely pick up the win. I think Mr. Bugface had the advantage anyway, but that just hits the nail on the head. Well done, Mr. Bugface, but One-Eyed Monster was furious at his performance so far. And that's time! What was the final score?
Your winner is Mr. Bugface.
And what looks to be the highest scoring contest of the round, Mr. Bugface beats the One-Eyed Monster 22-4. Let me say that again, 22-4. At the start of the contest, I said the One-Eyed Monster would be one of the favourites to win. However, it's flattered to deceive, and this is his fourth loss. That being said though, the One-Eyed Monster did do kind of alright here. His tactic was trying to push Mr. Bugface off because Mr. Bugface had a clear manoeuvrability advantage. However, Mr. Bugface was wise to it and gave him a small taste of his own medicine. Well done to Mr. Bugface, but One-Eyed Monster must seriously think about where it goes from here.
Stepping into the arena. Cherio versus Evolution.
3, 2, 1. Go. And there we go. It seems very slow start there for Zooks. It does look like Cheerio is slightly faster there, and it seems to be a bit more accurate too, and they're stuck together! Hey, so now they're doing some kind of really awkward dance. Cheerio, you gonna let Everett go, or are you just gonna do that really weird walkie crab thing for the entirety of the contest? He's trying to drag him off, I think, but that's only going to... Wow! There they go, both over, and I think that's it. I don't see them getting up. What's the final score?
Your winner is Cherry L.
Another low-scoring contest with Cherry L, winning 6-3 over Evolute. Not really much of a contest there once both Zooks came together. They seemed more content than walking like a crab across the arena than they were against scoring points, and that kind of became apparent when both Zooks ended up tumbling on their side. I don't know if that's some sort of submission maneuver by Cherry L, but it does seem to be effective. However, I would like to see it trying to win via normal tactics in future rounds. Will it listen to me? I don't know. Zooks don't have ears, so it's anyone's guess.
Stepping into the arena. Wiz versus Pope John Paul II.
3, 2, 1, go! And away we go. PJP picks up the early point for him doing a quick ride on Wiz. It does seem to have a massive speed advantage, but it does seem Wiz has fallen off completely for no reason whatsoever, it seems. It does look a bit wobbly today, PJP, but it's not going to have too many problems now. Fairly comfortable. You can tell just by looking at it, the speed advantage is really apparent. Look, oh, that's cool. That is so cool for PJP, but that's going to be that. What's the final score?
Your winner is Pope John Paul II.
And another win for PJP there, winning 10-3 over Wiz. It did have a massive speed advantage and greatly benefited from Wiz coming off early. However, I think one of the middle purple targets sent PJP flipping on its back. And with no self-righting mechanism, well, why would a Zook have one, seriously? It didn't have one, he got stuck in its back. It didn't score any more points. But still, a victory for PJP sends it one step closer to maintaining pressure on the front runners.
Stepping into the arena. Triantula versus Cyclone MK5.
3, 2, 1, go! And now, looking at two Zooks that look incredibly interesting, what looks to be the two best looking Zooks based on the poll I posted before the start of the contest. Triantula is looking very strong and almost tipped over there. Did it kind of get a little bit of a springboard? I don't even know. But it seems that Cyclone is pretty similar speeds. If anything, I think Cyclone has a slight speed advantage, but it's really hard to tell. They both seem to be sprinting along. Even in the last similar sort of speeds, but Triantula's like, no, get out of here. I want the points. I want the win. The win means more to me than it does you. Oh, really close there. But it does seem to be picking up a very good win here and looking to take kind of points. That was so close, it's really hard to tell if he had the advantage beforehand, but time is up. What is the final score?
Your winner is Triantula.
And what in the end ended up being a close contest, Triantula picks up a narrow 14-9 victory. I do feel that victory was solely maintained because it knocked Cyclone out of the arena, having little to no respect to the Zook that's been pulling up trees and doing incredibly well. I think this is partially down to the Zook's stability, with both its defeats coming only when the other Zook shoved it off. Would it have actually won those contests if it remained on the field? Who knows? But that's something that a Wolfram can take with great pride, you know.
Stepping into the arena. Squiggle versus Flower Pot.
3, 2, 1. Go! And away we go, the Zook that looks like the flower against... Whoa! That's a big change! It's wasting no time there, eh, Squiggle? Off goes Flower Pot, on its back, out the arena. Can't know what you've been doing for a large part of this contest. Let's see what you can do now when you're completely uninterrupted. And he's picking up a very good head of steam here. Missed that target initially, but he seems to be putting up a very decent record here. Can it keep this up? Remember, Flowerpot is not posing any sort of threat. Whoa, dear. Well, that's that, unfortunately. Time is up. What's the final score?
Your winner is Squiggle.
In what appears to be a fairly one-sided contest, Squiggle wins 14-0. Flowerpot found itself being pushed off extremely early, allowing Squiggle to run away with the victory. After a while, Squiggle decided to maintain his party trick and run himself off the arena, which is kind of surprising considering no one was there to push him off. But anyway, he picked up the win, he's happy, good going for him. Now that that round's out the way, let's take a quick sneak peek at standings. And with that last round out the way, we've finally reached the point where we've gone past the halfway mark. And at that point, Mr. Bugface looks to have a commanding 2-contest lead over his nearest rivals. That's pretty impressive going. Being completely unbeaten and having a massive point difference advantage, he is going to be tough to beat. Lombob, Cyclone and Poke John Paul are looking to chase him though. Very impressive stuff there. Wiz, Chanchu and Snooze are bringing up the midfield. Everyone else appears to be struggling, and Evolute it's now found itself in a position where it cannot win the competition. However, it could play spoiler to a few Zooks. How will that play out in the remaining rounds? Who knows? But shall we proceed with round 7 and find out?
Round 7.
Round 7 will see Squiggle take on the One-Eyed Monster, followed by Cyclone versus Snooze. PJP, looking like a giant spider, will take on the real spider known as Triantula now after that. Evolute will continue on his crusade to earn points against Wiz. Mr. Bugface will take on Cherry L to main if he can maintain his undefeated streak, while Flowerpot will round out the contest taking on the mighty Lombob. Who's going to win that contest? Who knows? But now we're past the halfway point. This is the time that you need to start winning contests, Zooks. Good luck, and let's see what the first contest shall be.
Stepping into the arena. Squiggle versus the One-Eyed Monster.
3, 2, 1, go! And away we go. It looks like Squiggle got the first point, and now they're just headbutting each other. Squiggle, yeah, there we go. Squiggle is now going to run away. There we go, they seem to be separating themselves. So let's see if that can actually give them a good contest. They're very similar speeds, but look at that! I mentioned earlier that One-Eyed Monster has a second game, he's using it for the fit there. But he's gone stuck against him now before riding underneath Squiggle. That's pretty good stuff. And they're tangling again. They're content in just fighting each other. Squiggle, I think, has the advantage of putting himself in front of the One-Eyed Monster. The One-Eyed Monster is back on there just fine. Whoa, and Squiggle is gone. The One-Eyed Monster now has time to try and get some points back. But time is up. What's the score?
Your winner is Squiggle.
This is really starting to become a meme at this point. The One-Eyed Monster has lost again, this time against Squiggle 10-3. And this is the first contest where the Zook that has fallen off is actually winning. They seem to just spend the entire contest want to get tangled up in each other. And the way that Squiggle positioned itself just allowed it to score a few more points than the One-Eyed Monster. Fairly impressive stuff for Squiggle, but come on, this is actually starting to get a little embarrassing on the side of the One-Eyed Monster. Let's hope it improves.
Stepping into the arena. Cyclone MK5 versus Snooze.
3, 2, 1. Go! And it's the start of the contest. Snooze picks up the first point as it does for the majority of his contests. It's looking pretty even. He's trying to do the tactic that everyone else is trying to beat Cyclone right now and push him off, but Cyclone's having none of it. That's pretty good going so far, but Snooze has the speed advantage. Again, oh, Snooze has done it! Snooze has, gone off and he's doing his dance again. Cyclone has completely ignored that and is just going to score some points. Well done to Cyclone. Your stability is proving your strength right now. It's the most, I swear, Cyclone is the most stable Zook in this competition, and you can kind of tell by the fact it's just getting on there, doing its job, and it's completely unfazed for what you put in front of it. And the only way you can kind of beat it is by taking it off, but that's time. What's the final score?
Your winner is Cyclone MK5.
A fairly high scoring contest there. Cyclone wins 20-8. Scoring 28 points between them is a fairly impressive stat. I think this is down to the Zook, both Zooks' incredible speed. Snooze has a slight speed advantage here, which is really obvious how he's able to ram Cyclone backside and just generally sprint away whenever he can. But his stability is causing huge problems here. Cyclone, despite being the lightest Zook, is incredibly stable and completely unfazed for what you put in front of it. Only Mr. Bugface and Triantula have been able to push him off so far. That is phenomenal.
Stepping into the arena. Triantula versus Pope John Paul II.
3, 2, 1, go! And we are off, and PJP picks up the early point. Triantula goes on top of him, and that could be a fairly good omen here. They both seem to be interested in scoring points. PJP is looking to round Triantula, but he's going to leave. PJP's gone off, and that's a shame. I know Triantula's gone off. Whoa! What's the final score there? Wow!
Your winner is Triantula.
And that was a really close contest. Triantula wins 8-6 at the end of the day, but that was so close. Both suits came off almost virtually at the same time, but between the time that PJP and Triantula fell off, Triantula was able to pick up 3 points, taking his tally just above PJP. They were so evenly matched before then, it could have gone either way. Fairly good contest and well played both suits.
Stepping into the arena. Evoluke versus Wiz.
3, 2, 1, go! And it's time! Wiz is pretty evenly matched against Evolute here. Evolute is winning, but Wiz is faster. It's only a momentum. Oh my god, Wiz is gone! Evolute! Oh, yeah! Looks like Evolute's going to pick up only his second win of the competition in round 7. Wow, the contest is already... But hey, Evolute, you've got to hit the target! It's in front of you! Turn! Stop dancing around that target! You're not gonna win contests, you're gonna do that. See, he's not even got any problem, and he's still finding trouble hitting the target. There we go, back up to speed now. He seems far more content hitting targets. And again there, it's back to being normal. It did this the last time it had a significant advantage, and time's up. What's the final score?
Your winner is Evoluke.
And once again, Evolute has pulled up a shock win here of a score of 18-1. Hardly down to Wiz flying himself off the arena. You have to ask though, if Wiz had remained on, would Evolute have picked up the win there? I doubt it. Evolute really struggled to pick up points here, but despite that, it's picked up an impressive 18 points, so I guess the team can be really proud. Well done, Evolute. Let's hope you can use that momentum to get a few more points now.
Stepping into the arena. Mr. Bugface versus Cherry L.
3, 2, 1, go! And away we go. Mr. Bugface picks up the early points. It's very close to sending himself off the arena. Cherry L probably would have liked that, but he doesn't seem to get his own way. Cherry L is struggling to keep up with Mr. Bugface. Mr. Bugface seems to have his number here. This is astonishing. Everywhere he turns, Mr. Bugface is in his way. He gets slightly faster, slightly more maneuverable. So whenever he gets ready, Mr. Bugface is like, no. Oh my god, Cherry L's gone. No, that makes a difference because Mr. Bugface pretty much had this under control. Anyway, just pretty much sums up Cherry L's contest so far. Just struggled to get any sort of momentum without strangling the other Zook's legs. Haha, see, I had to say it. Anyway, Mr. Bugface is another impressive win here, but time is up. What's the final score?
Your winner is Mr. Bugface.
And yet again, another impressive win for Mr. Bugface, winning 24-1 over Cherry L. It seems to have Cherry L's number pretty much from the off. And even though it was able to get 1 point short before going off the arena, it was just faster, more neutral than Cherry L, limiting its chance to score points to absolutely nothing, and not allowing it to get anywhere near its legs to give it the good old-fashioned Cherry L stranglehold. Fairly impressive win there for Mr. Bugface, still undefeated.
Stepping into the arena. Flower Pot versus Long Bob.
3, 2, 1, go! And it's go time! Lombard picks up the first point and it's picked up 3 points on the trot! Flower Pot's knocked him off! Oh my god! I really thought Lombard was going to win that! But it's not looking likely now! Flower Pot just needs to get a couple of points! And she's done so quite well, but it's gone off too! Wow, that's a short contest! What's the final score?
Your winner is Flower Pot.
And in a huge shock, Flower Pot picks up a 7-3 victory. It knocked off Lombob virtually instantly after Lombob appeared to be starting its crusade to get an impressive lead. That just led Flower Pot to score a few points, and I think he just got bored. He just wanted to win, go home, and meant to prepare for the final 4 rounds. I personally don't blame him, but well done to Flower Pot for that win. Fairly impressive going. Well played. Now that that round's out the way, let's take a quick sneak peek at standings. It appears after 7 rounds, Mr. Bugface now has a 2 contest advantage over his nearest rival, Cyclone, who has got second place all to himself with 5 wins. Third place is currently being fought out by Lombob, Pochon Paul and Triantra on 4 wins apiece. The other Zooks are fighting out the rear with the one-eyed monster, the biggest meme Zook of the competition, currently bringing out the rear. All this changed though in the next episode. With 4 rounds still to go, there's so much to play for. Tune in next time folks, my name's Robotic Master and I am signing off.